Greetings folks, this is Sayer G, the founder of greenmedinfo.com, and I'm really excited to announce the availability of a new feature that is part of our professional database membership. Now, I will go into one of the most interesting facts about our project first, which is, if you look at our homepage, you're going to find a stream of articles on the front. And this is actually what constitutes 95% of our website traffic and usage, which is people just anonymously viewing the articles that have been presented here by staff and other colleagues out there who contribute. So interestingly enough, the original intention of the database, which is still represented here by these 6 indexes, as well as by the suite of features, which again are available to members, and which can be found here. You can get there too by clicking the Become a Member button. So these features are really not even being used by about 99% of those who use our website regularly. And that's probably because we don't do a lot to advertise it. We're really into providing the data anyway without having to access a membership to get at it. So let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. So you have these 6 indexes, and this is the original database, which was it was developed and preceded all of the articles that now apparently most people out there are looking to access. In the substance index here, you'll find 1,625 different substances. The ailments index, you're going to find 2,905 ailments and/or ailment symptoms. Therapeutic actions include things like acupressure, yoga, even chewing gum, marriage, falling in love. We have all of those different sections indexed here. Problem substances include things like food additives, pharmaceuticals, ingredients in vaccines. Pharmacological actions is really more for the advanced user, but for example, if you're a clinician and you're finding someone with rheumatoid arthritis has upregulated interleukin 6, which is associated with inflammation, they can go and look at, say, eye and go to interleukin 6 downregulation. Where is that? Okay, there. And you'll find 137 different articles on, let's go to advanced options, 88 substances of value at reducing interleukin 6, 24 of which are curcumin. So you can see the database is rather versatile, and by the way, this is a anonymous view, so all of these original abstracts can be accessed without limitation, without having to be a member. So this is probably why our conversion rate is so low when it comes to generating new professional members, is because we're giving away so much of this work for free. And this is consistent with our mission, which is to provide access that's convenient to the public domain database, Medline, giving them the research that is freely available there already, which means you can click the abstract source and you go right back to the original citation on the National Library of Medicine's bibliographic citation database known as Medline. So you have it all here. So we're not really trying to hide much from folks. Then you have problematic actions, which include common medical interventions like mammography and vaccinations of all types, nanotechnology, root canals, and you can access that information. So basically, what's so fascinating about our project, to me at least, is that we started out with a very minimalistic vision. Let's just provide access to the data. Here's our mission statement if anyone wants to look closer. Here are our original 6 buttons that we had on the site, which I have special fondness for and I don't want to let go of yet, so we've kind of tucked them into our mission page. So this is really all we had originally, and then we decided to start providing articles which help to contextualize a lot of that information, which is again right here. So what I'm going to show you today is really the culmination of 5 years of intensive research and development on my part, as well as Cameron, who's our website developer, who I will say is a genius, because he basically helps to create out of simply a vision technically what we need to see in terms of implementation. So I'm very honored to work with him. I think he's amazing, and he's helped me develop a new feature which I think is going to change really the whole nature of our project, so that people understand that this is to help to support everything that natural medicine has to offer, and to help to transfer liability away from those who would, say, indict the safety of statin drugs because there is such a accumulation of research showing, okay, this is not a safe and effective medicine. This has over 300 adverse health effects, and we're not just going to make that statement, we're going to actually give you that research in a very specific way. So let me go to the statin page. This is actually the search that we've set up for our members. It's an advanced search function, and you can go click on statin drugs. It's a quick way to get to it. You could go to problem substances up here and click on S's to get to it. So here you have the statin drug page, and you'll see there are a number of other user options you can make do with creating a PDF, for example, of every single study here on this site. But what I want to show you today is the advanced options, as well as, okay, so here are some of the advanced options. Of course, as a member, you can search by date. You can actually make the summaries alphabetized for easier access. You can search by human, animal, in vitro, meta-analysis. So it gives you, a little bit more flexibility when it comes to the data. Now, really the power of the membership feature is to focus the specific ailments associated with a natural substance like a statin. So say you have someone who is asking, okay, is there a association with pancreatitis and statin use? And you as a practitioner would like to say yes, and yet you don't have access to all that research. So right here you can go to the pancreatitis and statin connection, hit focus articles. What you'll have below, and you won't see all of this stuff, this is developmental information, you will see all the articles right there, 15 of them as you can see, discussing the connection between statin drug use and pancreatitis. So that's all fine and good, and it's really good information for you, but you'd have to normally show someone this page, and they would probably have to have access to a professional account to do so. So what we've done is given the professional members a way to either create a focused PDF, which gives you all this research basically in a document, including the hyperlinks directly back to the National Library of Medicine to give it the gravitas that's needed. So if you're sharing this information with a practitioner or a medical doctor, you can actually give them a tool as well, a quick reference PDF, so they can go click back to that original citation and explore further. Or you can go to create a focus page, and this to me is the most exciting of all the features here. Because when you click that button, you've now created a page on our site which is available to anyone to access even without a membership. So you've created a publicly viewable page that you could hyperlink in, say, a body of a text so that you can make an argument or make a statement without it just floating there as opinion or anecdote or theory, rather backed up 100% by the studies that are listed here. So what we've created in effect is a living and breathing hyperlink database to the research that is catered now to the way in which you want to use the information. So let's give another example. Let's go to our turmeric page, which some of you may know has about 1,500 plus studies on the benefits of basically turmeric. Okay, so we're on the turmeric page. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're not on the page yet. This is just the search results. Here's the turmeric page. Okay. There's a video too on the research on our turmeric page. And what I want to do again is go to the search options, advanced options. And let's say I have someone who I'm working with who has breast cancer. And I'm here to provide them information, not to give them medical advice, just give them access. And here you go. You have 61 studies on breast cancer and turmeric in terms of the benefits. So I go focus articles, and then again, you won't see all of this information. This is for the administrator. And the results are right down here below. 61 studies indicating a connection between curcumin and preventing and or killing breast cancer. So in this case, let me go click the focus PDF result. And you have basically the path to the PDF. Let me open that up. Okay, sorry, I'm running out of juice. And here it is. Here is your page, your PDF, 15 pages of just that focused research. Oh, I'm sorry, what happened? Okay, where are you, PDF? There you are. Okay, so I'm going to go down and show you. Alright, so here is the research. And again, the beauty of the document is not only that it lists all the research and the citation, of course, but you click on the title and bam, what does it do? Brings you right directly back to that research, and they can explore further. In this case, you can actually get the free full study right off of Medline, which is beautiful. So these things often cost $30, $40. So we've basically, hopefully, made it much easier for people to have access to the data they need to support natural medical interventions and or support liability transfer away from the practitioner who's trying to help a client, would like to make a connection perhaps between a chemical exposure, a vaccine, a drug, and a set of adverse health effects, but can't really provide the information because they don't have time to go on Medline like this and spend a year looking at turmeric, for example, which, as you see, if you type in turmeric, is 2,211 studies, but if you go curcumin, really it's more extensive, about 5,050 studies. Amazing. When I did my project to look at all the turmeric studies, I think there were about 4,000 available, and that was only ended a year ago. So, and as you can see, this is an amazing function they've added. You can look at how many new citations have emerged on a yearly basis. So far to this year alone, right, 701 studies on curcumin. You can see this curve occurs with all the natural substances. It's fascinating. And just how much research is growing to support the use of natural compounds in disease prevention and treatment. So it's an exciting thing, folks, that we're involved in here, and so happy that you are participating with us. So stay tuned. The new feature is going to be available to all members. It's grandfathered in feature, and after the time period ends, which we haven't determined yet, we'd say maybe a month to 2 months, then it will be a feature that will require the use of what's called a GMI token, and this is something that is explained further in the membership page, or you can click the icon to figure out what the GMI token is, how much it costs. As a member, you get free GMI tokens, in fact about enough to cover and exceed the membership cost, so you get $25 value as a pro member, which it costs $19.95 a month. So we're hoping to make it compelling for people to join, and this way, of course, we can keep this free version of our site up and running and healthy well into the future. Okay, folks, I appreciate you tuning in, and thank you for being part of this community project. All the best.